Now to the Ebola virus. We have new information about the monitoring of airline passengers coming into this country from West Africa. The state says there have been 170 passengers monitored at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. Channel 2's Richard Elliott is live there with why the job of state health officials is about to get tougher. Richard.
Every passenger that comes through this international terminal has to go through a health screening who comes here from West Africa. If they're clear, then they can walk right out of these doors, but the state says they will actively monitor all of those people.
I'm in contact with a lot of people, so it would be, I think they should do that.
Ben Smith just returned to Georgia from Mexico City. He was glad to hear the state of Georgia is monitoring every traveler from West Africa.
I think it's a good idea. I mean, you never know. You could be carrying a virus, so it'd be a good thing to check everybody.
Every passenger who comes into Georgia from West Africa is screened at the airport. If they're clear, they can leave, but the Georgia Health Department requires they check in electronically or by smartphone once a day to update their health status.
With that information, we continue to receive feedback from them on a daily basis, basically as to whether they've developed any fever or any symptoms whatsoever.
According to this report obtained by Channel 2 Action News, the state actively monitored 170 people since October. That number is now down to 103. They'll be monitored for 21 days, Ebola's incubation period. But so far, the state says none of them has developed any symptoms. But O'Neill says screening may get tougher now that flu season is almost here because Ebola shares some early symptoms with the flu. So he says they're getting ready to do a lot more testing.
If, in fact, we have a traveler who develops flu, we're basically going to have to evaluate that person for the potential of Ebola. And obviously that means we're going to do more testing.
As you heard, they're going to be ramping up their testing. Now, O'Neill says so far all of the people being monitored in the state of Georgia have been very, very cooperative. We're live at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. Richard Elliott, Channel 2 Action News.